Here's the crack.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Here's the Crack podcast. We're back, baby. Back from the Stag.
All Stag.
What's the vibes?
What do you think? What was the verdict?
It's good shit, like.
Good.
Better than expected.
Was it?
The hotel wise, though.
Hotel, first of all, fair play to me.
Fair play. Here, round of applause.
Yeah, I helped. Fuck you.
Oh, did you? Fuck.
I insinuated going for all inclusive.
I'm
though.
only joking. To be fair, I think pretty sure Shay was the one who said Tenerife. He was like, what about Tenerife? And I was like, don't know, is it very staggy?
It was like
Was?
such a last minute decision too on the Tenerife.
With price so many different places. Like, let's start there. Let's do a bit of a recap.
Yeah.
So we're
Ibiza
priced
was one of them.
Ibiza.
It's
issue
fucking
with
mad money, like.
It is and it isn't. The issue with Ibiza,
Yeah.
I don't think, was the price of the hotel. It was the fact that you could only get a flight on either like a Thursday or a Tuesday.
That's right too, yeah.
So it was either go for 5 days, which made it more expensive. We're priced Amsterdam. Amsterdam was one.
It was up there.
It was
like.
top. It was one of the top
Yeah.
ones because it was affordable,
Mhm.
and it was. I would have thought it would have been good. Where else? Priced. We sort of went off all the sort of like Ponza and all places. Like.
Yeah.
Didn't really consider them.
Bit too out for them now.
And then Budapest was one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a
Places
fence.
All
like
good.
that.
All would have been good choices. I enjoyed Tenerife. It was a good spot.
Yeah.
It was easy.
The nightlife
It's
was
easy to
good,
get.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hassle-free travel.
Irishman just went to an Irish bar.
Typical.
Typical boys.
Fucking typical.
The all-inclusive though was nasty. Hey, the all-inclusive is nasty
Didn't
because
rate the food though.
as soon as we land,
Mm.
the food was alright. It like, to be honest, I've stayed. That's my third or fourth time now being all-inclusive in a hotel, and the food is all the same. Like it's
Yeah.
literally all the same.
I stayed.
I think that was my first time.
I
doing it.
stayed. We went to Lanzarote last year. It was like a 5-star place, and the food was sick. Like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was good. Like there was so much more variety
yeah,
for dinners and stuff.
that's good.
But sure, plenty of drink.
It worked out well for us going away because we were obviously going away to have a good time, and like it was obviously like that. I think we noticed it when we arrived at the hotel, and we literally just hit the drink straight away, like, and then the next day we were saucing before we left.
It's true.
So it was good, like.
Not there for a long time. There for a good time.
Exactly.
The drink was too easy accessible, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't find the drink got you that drunk.
No,
like
it's definitely watered down.
So you could basically, there was basically like these things you could go and fill up. It was basically like the likes of like a Coke thing you'd see in like Five Guys or whatever.
Spencer, yeah.
You just go fill up, and there's like sangria, beer,
White wine,
red wine,
all the
rosé,
all the shit.
and we were drinking sangria most of the time, but
Mm.
didn't really do much. Like
And we could have had about 10 of them in
there
a
was,
day.
I
Like, and
think
you
the,
wouldn't
I'm
even
pretty
be
sure
tipsy,
the
like.
first day drank at least 10. Like.
Yeah.
But
And
then when we started getting the rum in behind the bar, that's
Yeah.
when shit went down.
it was a better job.
That was nice.
It was
Yeah.
good,
Then
though.
went out to the Irish bar, and
Messy.
after that, who knows?
Yeah.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for organising it, both of you. You've done
Sure, welcome.
an amazing job.
Fair
It
play.
was good vibes. I'd definitely do it again. Definitely go away for yours.
What would you do differently?
Have we told everyone how you figured it out?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
discussed
Did we?
this. Like, yeah, because
The
I
last
walked in.
solo episode. Let's
Oh.
not get into it again.
I walked into Tommy's house before we left, and his mom was there, and she was like, "Oh, you know where you're going, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Don't even ask." And she was like, "Oh, listen to the podcast, so I know how you found out." And I was like,
You tramp.
So yeah,
Scumbag.
but it was good. Like it was good.
Don't get too excited.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I told you I enjoyed it.
Just
but
good.
We'll just have to do it bigger and better for yours.
What would you do differently?
I would definitely at least plan one thing in advance.
Would you want the water bar?
I know, but we didn't plan it in advance.
We still
We
want.
did plan that.
I know, but like if we don't,
Well, if we planned it, what would have been different?
we probably would have got a fast pass and probably would have went on more
Oh,
rides.
but you had to be there. to
I
pay
still
them,
don't
like.
think we would have went there, Layla. I don't think we would have went there.
That's the only thing. Like I think
If
if you
he
were
was
going
organising it, hey?
yeah, you
Yeah.
probably. But
You would have had the fast pass.
Bang, bang.
to be fair though, I did say to you is on the day I was like, I'm glad we didn't like book anything because it was nice just to wake up and have
It was
chill.
leisurely.
It was a very chill stag. Like.
Yeah.
Sort of contradicting yourself here.
I don't think I am.
You
But
dug yourself a hole
You
there.
were like, would book it in advance.
You
then
asked
you're
me
like,
what I do.
We woke up.
You'd
I'm
ask
glad we didn't book anything.
You'd ask me what I do differently, and the only thing I would say is if you were like, oh, we will do something, we'd book it in advance.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's not contradicting myself, but you interpret it whatever way your wee brain wants to interpret it.
Chickies were fit for the drink.
No,
Is it tough?
I think,
I don't
tough
think
going.
you were
I
as
think
well.
I don't know.
What?
I don't think you were too.
I was fine every morning.
I don't think I
Yeah.
was hungover once. Like.
No, I didn't have a bad morning. We
No.
were up at fucking like 8 o'clock
Yeah.
one morning on the way on. Like.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Well, hang on, hey.
Okay, I think
No
the last
stopping.
night was like, oh, do we want / need this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it was good. Like it was good.
Yeah.
Would you go somewhere like that for your stag, or do you think you'd want to go somewhere else?
Don't know. The only thing I was gonna say do differently is maybe not get the flight as early.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, well, like shit. I was sort of like, the point I made was because it was so early, you were racked that night.
Yeah.
So you sort of wasted a night. But then Shay was like, but then you got a full day at the pool. So
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. If we'd done it right, we probably should have went to bed when we got there. Like,
No one
Got
was
a wee
doing
nap
that.
in, like.
Yeah, but
But no one was for bed,
was
like.
for doing that. Like
Yeah, enough to-
100% not.
would you have done anything differently?
no, maybe just sort of went to bed early the first night or something, like, so we were ready for the next day. But like, I don't know. I think we straight it on well. We've done ourselves proud for the age of us. Like,
We're
Yeah.
fucking 25. Like.
We look back at it, we should be proud of ourselves and the effort we put in.
The boys showed up.
Sam Park was class though. We went to a water
Yeah,
park,
it was
so
good.
many slides. Um,
it's just a pity the queues in it. Eh?
oh my
Fuck,
god,
they're
40
content.
minutes for a queue. Hey, 40 minutes for a queue.
I don't understand why they just don't fucking fire people down the slide.
I know,
Like,
hey.
get it
so
going, like, get it going.
slow.
And then we were queuing for one slide, and it was like there was obviously us three were there, but it was like a slide where you needed 4 people.
Yeah.
And the guy, we got up to the front and the guy was like, need one more, and like went over to this girl and she was like, yeah. She went over the ropes and immediately seen us three and was like, nope, and turned around and went
No
back again.
thanks.
No, thank you.
And then this other guy, he bounced out, he was ripping for it, like he was like 100%.
So
Let's get
American.
it.
He got
He
to the
was like,
bottom of the
"Thanks,
slide.
guys."
He got to the bottom of the
Shook
slide
your-
and goes,
shook your
thanks,
hand,
guys.
like.
Thanks, dudes.
As if we put on the entertainment for him.
Yeah.
Good guy. Like.
But it was good, like.
the lockers were a bitch. What the fuck was on?
I
Oh
about?
my
know.
god.
Why-
Oh my god.
Surely this must be a problem.
We literally spent, I'd say, near an hour looking for a
Yeah.
locker when we
Yeah.
got there. I didn't think it would be that mad busy.
no,
Like,
I
But they
thought-
were so unhelpful
Yeah.
when you got like I literally remember me walking up to the girl and being like we'd obviously arrived at Siam Park, had all our shit in the bag, walked up to the desk and I was like locker, and she was like, let me check. No. And I was like, all right, where? And the first girl didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Second girl, she done pretty much the same thing, and I was like, where? And she was like, you could try down here, but you just knew it was a lost cause. But then when we got down, we actually ended up getting a locker.
I think we went to
Um,
every one apart from the one we got.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Yeah.
literally the
Um,
last
the amount of
one.
money them cunts are making every day. Surely they could stick an off few lockers in right the door. Like.
Get a planning permission in. Get your dad over.
Do you think
build
they
a few
should
lockers.
stop, like, the amount of people that can go in now?
They wouldn't. They're never going to do that. Like
Oh, they'd be cleaning up though. Like.
the thing is, the issue is they have that big beach bit, and people will pay to go in just to sit at that beach bit.
Yeah.
But like you can't. Then how do you know who's going to go on rides? And sure, oh hey, do you remember the couple? Remember whenever? So we arrived at Siam Park. Took a while to go find lockers and stuff, and then we went to like the big massive like beach bit, and it has like this big massive like wave thing.
Wave pool.
A wave pool. No, like it pretty much imitates like a massive wave coming towards you. So us three, we bailed on in, tried to get cooled down a wee bit, went to the front, waiting on the thing, looked round, 2 people absolutely snogging the face
Oh
off
my
each other.
gosh,
Like.
right.
And I was like, are you there's a tsunami
People
coming
are absolutely
horned
horned up on
on holiday. Like.
Oh
So
my
Especially whenever you're
God.
waiting on a slide, hey. Everyone
Yeah.
was just kissing on
There
the
was
slide line.
grab on a hole and everything.
Literally, us three were all us three
And
were all
there's kids
standing.
about and all,
Yeah.
like.
Oh.
Us three all standing waiting on a queue. You just look to your right, couple
The way
snogging,
people are
look to your
looking at each
left,
other
couple
as well.
riding. And you're like, what?
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Just looking into each other's eyes like there's nobody else in the world. Like.
It's
Beautiful.
mad. The
Something so
hormones
beautiful.
be flying.
If
Must
you
be the
want-
sun, hey.
If you want to see love, go to a water.
Go to Siam Park.
Stand in a queue.
Yeah.
I think it's the same at Lisbon.
Imagine, hey.
Waiting to go down the panty drop, just staring into each other's eyes. Oh my god.
Um,
I'm gonna drop my penny in your shoulder like that.
And it was good.
No.
It took a while. Like, I think whenever you get back, I think no matter how long you go on holiday, when you get back, it always sort of knocks you out of sort for a good couple of days.
I'm
Like,
still fucking wrecked.
but got them wee electric scooters and all zoomed around.
Not about the cops.
Tommy
Oh
nearly
my
got caught by the
God.
police.
Fuck right now.
You just don't think, and I like was driving, so basically you're meant to take them on the footpaths. So there's one stage I just went out onto the road. There's a fucking police car like 2 cars down, and the proper stopped like. But then I just flew past, and then there was a car when the car in front actually had drove on. They just went on. I was like,
He'd stopped.
I seen
and
him
he was
just looking at me
staring
and
at
stop,
you the
and I
whole
was
way
like,
across.
I never even noticed.
Don't stop
I was
I'd say
absolutely
they would
vibing.
have got out, only it was a one-way street and they weren't getting turned.
yeah, that's what it was, because the car in front was like stopped, and then when I had eventually went on, I was gone.
Yeah, so your body was like, I'm going to be on foot here, I'm not catching up.
GTA.
There's a moment where you're like, do
GTA
I
is
stop
good.
or do I just not
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no.
What are you?
I was in bed by the time they got out of the car.
What
Like,
about the
flew
boys?
past.
The boys who pure approach you in the street and all and try and sell you stuff are just so annoying, and you feel like an absolute dick for being like I blank them. I don't
Yeah.
even talk to them, because the minute you give them the time of day, they're all over flipping, like trying to put shit in your pocket and all.
What do you
Yeah.
call them? The fucking
Lucky man.
Yeah, but like there was a guy. Remember, we were all sitting on like, I think it was the last day. We went to the beach and like sat at this beach bar. Us three sitting
He
drinking all
was
this.
lurking.
This guy just comes slinking along like the slinkiest fella I've ever seen in my life. Just whips out this this scarf.
He's a
Just
fucking
looks at me and he's
slab.
like, "Yes, man,
Fucking, like,
yes, man." And I was like, "No,
You
mate,
need
no."
this, eh? You need
And
this.
then
like.
he pure like went round and I was like, "From where?" And I went, "Ireland." And he goes, "London." And I went, "No, Ireland." And he goes, "I don't
you
know."
went London and you went Derry. You're like, London,
Yes, sir.
Derry,
Yes,
London.
sir.
You know the
You
lingo.
know yourself. Who you
My
voting this
guy.
time? And then he slinked around a couple other people and then jogged on. But like,
He stayed about
must
for a
have
good
the-
hour, eh?
he
I
must
hate
have the
that.
patience of
I
it.
hate the way they
He
just go around the
lurking.
bar.
He was in turmoil. I looked around and he was just standing there going like kept looking at him every now and again.
Get
Your
off
boy was
my
just-
You don't
beach.
but, like,
trust
the-
him, but he's like,
The worst thing you can do is like make eye contact with them, because when they
Yeah.
know you've clocked them, they're straight over like trying to sell you stuff. But it was funny because outside that Irish pub on the second night, the guy was pure shooting the thing up into the air,
yeah.
and what they're trying to do is get you to catch it, and then they're like, "You buy it." So they shot it up in the air, and to be fair, my initial reaction was to go like, but he was like, oh, and then this guy just came out of nowhere and jumped up and grabbed it, and he was like, "Are you buy it?" And he was like, oh, and I was like, rookie.
You should have just volleyed it.
It's
Off for the header,
absolutely
like.
flying.
Volleyed it back up.
But that was good. Happy days. Looking forward to yours.
On
Dear
to the
knows where
next
it
one.
will be.
Where are we going?
Round 2,
Who
ding
knows?
ding, let's go. Super early morning flight.
Absolutely not. Don't know if I'd be in a. I don't know if I'd go back to Tenerife though. Like, would you?
I would go back.
Fuck, I go back. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
I never seen that part of Tenerife before. Like,
so
I was,
negative. You are so negative.
oh, you were in Tenerife before, but I don't think it definitely wasn't there. I think it was another part of it. It was like real old, sort of town.
Big, like.
But yeah, because I didn't even realize that whole like front strip was there. Like,
Yeah.
like I thought it was just behind the hotel, and then like we went the other direction, and it was just like proper. Like it was quite high end down there. Like down with the shops and stuff, where we walked around the beach and all.
That's
Yeah.
where a fucking Hard Rock Hotel.
It was
Yeah.
nice. Like,
Yeah.
It was
nice.
pretty fancy down there. Like.
Yeah, I'd definitely recommend if anybody's thinking of going away.
Yeah, it is good.
Go for a few nights. Good weather, good vibes, good shops, all that there. What more could you want?
Here the heat was different from at home as well. Like.
I know. It was like the same degrees,
Heat?
but it was
Yeah.
fucking
Hot.
I think it was like 28, but you could have sat out all night with no top on.
I don't even know how to describe it. Sure, what about that night came back from? We just like went from the pool to the bar, and we're sitting there at the bar with no top on for like fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
till
And it
like
was
10
dark and all
o'clock,
that.
like, and we're like, we should probably go get changed.
We were all sitting in the pool, and then we got out and we went over and we started having a few drinks. But I looked at my phone; it was like 9:45. Everybody coming down and we like shirts and all,
Their night
All
work.
dressed
like getting
up,
ready
all.
for bingo and all, and us three sitting topless. It just didn't feel right.
all dressed
Yeah.
up and nowhere to go.
So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. On to the next one. While we've been gone,
Mm-hmm.
there's been controversy. Speaking of things to do on holiday, Wouldn't
not
recommend to go
do.
in a submarine down to see the Titanic.
I can't believe how much coverage it got. Like I remember coming back to work and everyone's like, they've only got like 24 hours of oxygen left, and you're just like, what the fuck's going on?
Did you see one of the news agents had news broadcasters had like a countdown timer? And you were like,
It's
oh
like an
dear.
oxygen tank just going down.
Oh,
Would you get on it? Like no
No
Why
chance.
would
no,
anyone
no,
want to do that?
no,
like?
have you ever
no.
been in a submarine?
No?
no, man.
I have.
Have you?
In Lanzarote.
Oh, right.
Did you
How
like a
deep
s-
do they go? Like,
Well, that probably maybe only
does it get
goes like...
scary deep where you're like, fuck, base, I don't like this?
No, well, it's a wee bit
Can you
weird
see
getting
like the
into it. Like.
seabed? Like?
Yeah, it's not really deep. It's more like you're going down, not a beach, like, but like it's maybe only like 50 meters deep
Fuck,
or something.
That's my
Like
worst nightmare. I would hate
you can,
that.
it's complete bright down at the bottom, like you can see it all. But like I was a child at the time, so you never really have that fear, like, so you don't really worry. I think
If
I've
you're
done it
with
twice actually.
If you're with your man, you don't.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't perceive that you're in danger.
When you drive past like shipwrecks and all, it's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool. Like. I can
Skitting
barely
around.
remember it, but it's so weird.
Skitting around Bikini
It's
Bottom.
not for me.
The
Like.
thought of it, like, is you're just in a like metal tank, like
Yeah.
floating, like, oh.
You'd fucking hate that.
I'd hate that, man.
Mm.
You
Like,
can't even
don't-
get on an
don't-
elevator.
I don't think I'd want to
Don't
do
get
it
me
again.
wrong.
either.
I love to do scuba diving and stuff, and like nothing similar, but we did snorkeling on holiday, and then we were like, we should actually do scuba diving. It would be good crack.
Yeah.
But like, flip me, I hate elevators. I'm hard to get in a tin can. Like, honestly, I looked at the pictures. So obviously, if you've been living under a rock, these people went down. They paid, what was it, 250 grand each to basically go in this tiny submarine controlled by a logic game controller down to see the ruins of the Titanic. Obviously, the controller ran out of battery.
Is that what happened?
No, I don't. It malfunctioned apparently.
No.
It's like they're saying
It
it's
imploded.
It was the
no,
sea.
but the reason why they got stuck down there was because the controller or something like give up.
I think
I
that
don't
was
th-
all a joke, like.
Was it?
I think that was just memes, like people being like the
Frank.
batteries died in the controller. I'm
No,
pretty sure
I don't know. I was only
because they were
joking when I
only
said the
down for
battery
like an
died.
hour and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Like from, so then it imploded because of the pressure
I don't.
down there.
I don't think
Yeah.
the battery died, but I think there was an issue. They were using a logic.
Oh, they
They're
were
like,
using
yeah,
like
like,
a
oh, here, plug
Logitech
that in there,
controller.
and they're like,
I
I didn't bring a
forgot the
charger.
battery.
But like,
I don't have a charger on me.
they were basically down, and obviously, like, whatever happened, the controller happened, and then they get stuck down there. I think they got caught in something or whatever, or they get caught in debris, and then they were down there for such a long time. Like, I don't know. Don't quote me
How
on
do you
anything.
know? Is this what happened, or are you just like
This-
making up this story
Lad,
in your head?
They only got, they're only hot.
I heard-
It's
I
so
read
deep,
this.
lad. It's no, that's not.
Like a caught in debris, the controller stopped working.
The
I
one
don't
that
know.
hit, the one that hit the bottom. It's
I
like
love the way you're like, I don't
three-
quote me on this, but this is what happened. Like,
the
just
bottom's like 400 or 4,000 meters deep. So like I think
no, that
it
was
takes
that's
like
the Titanic. That's what the Titanic was.
yeah,
like,
but the bottom of the
4,000.
seabed is like 400 or 4,000
4,000
meters deep. So like
Yeah.
they're not going to hit the bottom and land on debris. Like.
Yeah.
So like I think they were like coming down, but then like every
Have
like
you- have
the
you-
further you go down, the more the pressure
yeah.
builds on top of you. Because like if you think of it, it's such a good way to think. Is like if you get like a cube of water,
Yeah.
then stack that on another cube of water, and then do that like 1,000 times, and then that's you like 1,000 meters underwater. So imagine the weight of that. Like imagine the weight of like a cube of water.
Yeah.
Then multiply that, and that's all pressing down.
But like,
on you.
what actually
Yeah.
happened for them to get? Because obviously they'd done other voyages apart from this one. So like, what actually malfunctioned this time?
I don't know. I think it wasn't able to withstand the pressure.
Oh, that's
they
good.
must have got lucky though.
I think
well.
Aquaman was down there, and he's just like,
Yeah.
no more.
But like, I'm not joking. Like, whatever
Fucking
happened,
Jack out of Titanic. or something.
whatever
Is that right?
happened,
He's like, base. Stop.
whatever happened, regardless if the controller died, I don't know. And either way, people lost their lives. Very sad. But, and this is a but. As soon as I seen that little tiny thing and them all getting inside it, if you're hunching over, I'd have been like, do you know what, lads? No, it's not for me.
Have you seen the animation of what it would have been like if it imploded?
No.
Holy
Oh
fuck.
my
I've
word.
seen them
Scared.
exploding.
like a thousandth of a second. Like it just goes.
Yeah,
But
it
Like,
crumples
Just
like a can.
yeah.
But people were saying, I think there was a guy on the news the other day saying, like, if anything, like, it was a good thing because, like, the way it imploded, they would have been dead,
instantly,
like,
like.
instantly. They
Oh,
wouldn't have even
yeah.
felt a thing.
Have you seen? There's a guy who took these styrofoam cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took them down to the depth of the Titanic, or else dropped them down or something. Or I don't know how he managed to do it, but like the pressure underneath shrunk them to the size of a thimble. You know, a wee
Holy fuck.
thing that goes in your finger. Like.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed them, like, and he's selling them now. If you want to buy one,
What, what's madness is the internet's reaction to it.
Oh man,
Dominic Toretto.
Tom memes.
Dominic Torpedo.
Driving the fucking
Fuck me.
car over the.
That'll be the next fucking Fast and Furious.
I'm telling you something. It's so bad because people died, but at the same time, I seen this one today. It was like Dom watching the news, and it was like, that's deep. And then it shows him like ramping off a thing and going underwater, but not too deep for family. You're like, oh my days.
Bad act. Like.
Ocean Gate Titan was the name of it.
The CEO of Ocean Gate was the one
Was-
driving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I think he would have charged the controllers like.
fucking dickhead.
Fuck's
Like.
sake.
Do you know down at the Titanic, you know, like the wreck,
Yeah.
there's actually no bodies or any like human remains or anything because the pressure just crumples them and all. The only thing you can find is maybe clothes and stuff like that there.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Dark, like.
James Cameron's been down.
Yeah, they do tours down there very rarely, but that was the first one in
Fuck, there wouldn't be
2023.
many going down now.
Fucking right,
No
hey, it'll be
chance,
off for a
like.
while.
250 do it. Oh,
Mhm.
250
And it's pitch black too.
grand.
Like after you
I'd
pass, like,
I'd hate that.
after you pass
Oh
like
my God.
700 meters deep, it's just pitch black
What,
down.
what would you hate about it? Because
I
you're
just
not
don't
you're
like-
not scared of like being confined, are
I
you?
just don't like the ocean. Like how like,
Mm.
it's just like it's like space.
Did you see
It's
all
like
the
space. Like, it's just all like. Do you know what I mean? Though, like the fucking thought of like the way people like you have the ocean bed and then it just
Yeah.
drops. Like,
Yeah.
that scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
That
You
doesn't
swim,
scare
though.
me, you know.
I think we're seeing on holidays you can
Oh,
barely
yeah.
swim. You know?
Tommy, our pool in Tenerife was like, I'm not joking. I'm a
must be
good
3 meters, like.
swimmer, and I've grown up around like water, like swimming everything all my life, like. So I'm not scared of water. I jumped in there like the first day. I dove in, come up to the top, of sitting chatting away to you, and I was like, how long? I kept moving up the pool like to be like, oh, I'll get back on my feet. I moved, must have took me about 10 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
And I next when he jumped in, I could just see the panic on Thomas's face because he was like treading water. Then the next minute he was like, you could see him trying to suss it out.
Where's the fun?
And then what was it?
I didn't drown, like, but
You
I'm not a strong swimmer, like.
Yeah.
It was when I thought you were a strong swimmer.
Why?
I thought you were a swimmer because you jumped in. You didn't hesitate like most people. If
I
they were
knew I wouldn't drown, like, but I would fucking.
It was
I'm not
whenever-
confident.
it's
I wouldn't
whenever-
be jumping into the sea, like.
when you jumped in the first time and then you came out and you looked at me and you were like, see, whenever you're like just bobbing, like, how do you stay afloat? I was like, this guy does not
So I
know.
feel like I wasn't doing it right. Like,
That's
We're all
grand.
judging you like, by the way you kick your feet. That's
like
wrong.
fucking noob over there.
Just keep afloat. Fair though, the ocean, I know, scary place. Ocean and space are two places Tommy will never go.
Dark places.
Awful,
Like.
like.
Keep him on land. He's a land guy.
What if like humanity's coming to an end on Earth and Elon's like, I'm taking everyone to Mars? Like, you not going?
If I have to go, I'll go. Like, this doesn't.
Tommy's
do to
like,
me.
fuck
people
this,
are
I'm
like,
staying
I'd
home,
love to
man.
go to space, and you're just like, why? Like,
Just fuck all out there.
the
Like.
worst. Like it's so easy to go to shit. Like,
It's just black. It's easier to go to space than under the water, you know.
why?
Down to them depths, like. More people have went to space than down to the depths of like the low. I don't think anyone's ever travelled to the bottom of the ocean, the
You're
lowest part of the ocean.
You're so factual. I love
I
this.
think you just watch YouTube videos on just random shit all the time. Like.
Maybe I sit in my box.
There's no such random.
fucking.
You're the
big
type of
bastard.
person who doesn't even change the video. Hey, the next video comes on, you're just like,
Yeah, 1 hour
May
and
as well,
50
eh?
minutes of fucking Titanic theories. Like.
Jesus.
I'm there.
Christ, man.
But so you're never going to space. Are you ever going to a submarine? Basically,
Submarines. No way.
I honestly,
I know where go your Stag. Yeah, lands around straight in the fucking submarine. Like.
Submarine.
Would you do it?
Well,
It only goes like 50 meters deep. Like.
I don't
You
know.
would
I
not
could,
do it,
would. Like, I'm not that fucking scared of
So
it. Like,
funny if
I
we went
probably
there.
would. Like.
We went there for your Stag do, put you in it, and we just didn't go. Like.
imagine we
Right,
blindfolded you and we're like, here, Tommy, you're going on a
We
wee
just
boat.
on a
You're going
submarine
on
on
a
my own.
boat trip here. Him in his swim trunks.
Fuck that, eh?
Take the blindfold off after 10 minutes. Tommy looks out, sees the bow of the Titanic. Lads!
Just a wee
He
cat.
looks around, the guy's holding the Logitech controller and he's like, oh no!
Tommy, we grabbed the controller. I played Rocket League. Give me that.
R2.
Barrel and all. Oh my
Did you
God.
see the memes about the cheats? The GTA breathe underwater
Oh,
and all
right.
that? He's like,
All
the
of it
pilot
on
with his
stream.
cheat sheet, fucking down entering codes. Like.
Oh my God.
When you actually
Infinite
think
health.
about it, it is a bit mad though. Like
Mhm.
literally. It is madness.
Fucking nut jobs. Too much money.
That's-
I tell you.
250,000.
You buys your Indian buys a billionaire, like.
Yeah,
Where's that all go, like?
not to me.
Do you think that'll be donated to charity or anything, or like maybe like
Probably
fucking
not.
ocean
realistically.
rescue services or something?
Don't know.
Ocean
Yeah.
rescue services. I
They'd have to give them a big cut of it though, like
Need
to
a
spend
fucking-
a lot of money.
Need
Like.
a fucking time machine. That's what they need. Like.
Here there was 20 migrants drowned like the same week, and no one gave a fuck.
I wonder
Yeah,
why
that's
they-
mad.
No fucking big shock there. Like,
Yeah, but that's mad. Like it.
it's like fucking when people get kidnapped all the time, and like some English girl gets kidnapped, and it's in the news all for 20 years.
Fucking 20 years. Huh? Fair
Yeah.
enough. Huh?
Where's Molly?
Where is she?
I don't think anyone gives a fuck at this stage.
Jesus Christ.
Lad. No. You can't, no.
Just let it go. Like, fucking hell.
Well, I've
Shit
actually,
on.
to be fair, I've been watching. I have watched a couple of them things where I think the guys who, you know, the divers, and they go out and like try and solve like old cases, or like people who've like in like there was one I seen the other day, like in like 2000, this like couple went
Oh, is this
missing.
the one where you go
Yeah.
like diving in the
Yeah,
ponds?
the couple went
Yes.
missing.
right.
And basically they were like, right, so here's they were last seen driving on this road in this car, and then they just disappeared. So these guys go out in the boats and they use like sonar, and then they find them, go down, dive, and then they retrieve the plate, and then they like ring up the police and say, here, you know, 20 years ago this couple went missing, we've just found the plate, we've looked in, there's 2 bodies in the car.
Yeah.
And they solve like 20-year-old cases. That is sick. Like, that's class.
I think they're
Like,
mad too, because like you'd think the police would be able to do that. Like you
Yeah.
think like if you're going to murder someone and you throw them in the water, you're like, nah, they're being fine. Like the police are going to dive down there, but they're not.
yeah.
Like it is mad to think that. I've seen one of them and he found like 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah. But
Then
then it's
only 2 of
America.
them had dead bodies in them. Like
Sold a few of them all. Like.
Then it's
Just
America.
fucking-
Bit of
Then,
money, eh?
then
Easy
it's
enough.
America. Like, there's probably so much of that happening all the time. They're just relying on people like them to just get them the evidence they need.
Sure,
like.
surely
So
after a
easy,
certain
like.
amount of time, they're just like, nah.
well, like
Resources, though. They're just like, can't be.
it's probably just money, like wasting money.
Oh, sure, that's it. Hey,
Yeah.
went to that Avenue Cinema the other day.
Well,
Want to get your thoughts on it?
we weren't on it. You were.
Price wise, like
Well, much.
tickets.
What do you see? Is
First,
it-
seen the
tell me
Flash.
this, do they do like current movies?
Yeah,
Or are they just
it's
old
just
movies?
like a cinema.
Oh, it is
any
like the
other
new
cinema.
releases and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a normal cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it the same thing.
Yeah.
You. I thought they
No,
only showed
it's
like.
proper cinema. I want to see the Flash.
Oh fuck right.
So proper, like really nice inside, like
Yeah.
like proper bar and all. There's like load of staff on it. There's tables all around. It's almost like a fucking restaurant.
yeah.
That's cool.
Tickets,
Hit me.
for 28 quid
£28 pound
for 2
each.
tickets.
Oh, for 2. Much
Four-
is the ticket out of the
14
normal
quid a
cinema?
ticket, like.
To be fair, most places now are like 12, 10 or a ticket. Like
It's not too far off, eh?
So these not think that's dear.
on the
24 just seems like a lot whenever you say it like that. And then you haven't bought any.
28.
28. 28, sorry.
£14 each.
It seems like a lot whenever you say it, but then whenever you do compare it to normal ticket price, like, what are they, like 12 quid?
Suppose
Like?
so. Like, the experience you're getting is by far
Is
better
the
than a
So
standard
moving
cinema.
on.
experience much better?
It's proper plush. Like it's like
Yeah.
a proper couch. Like wait, so you can book like single seats beside each other, or you can book like a 2-seater couch.
Would you
And
be?
you have like a 2-seater couch, obviously.
Dead
Of
together.
course,
And you have the wee and you have the wee,
you
you have the wee footstools.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then you have like a wee table here on each side of your seat,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have like a table down there with wee lights. Like.
Yeah.
Ordered food. They do proper like feeds, like.
Yeah.
So I ordered nachos.
Yeah.
Brona ordered a hot dog, and then you can get drinks,
Yeah.
Like beer and stuff.
drink. Like.
Mhm.
And I'd been out the night before, so I was like, get the cure. Hey, we pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
Got a pint of Guinness. She got an Orchard Thieves.
What was the Guinness like?
It was good, like.
Happy
It was
days.
decent, like. And then we got like
Guinness in the cinema sounds like a
As
sin, eh?
you like, I hope you know. Like, whenever you were sipping away at that Guinness, did you actually be like, "I'm main character vibes here"?
I
Like?
was like, this is lovely. And then
This is so.
so we
me.
got that, and then we got popcorn, and we just got a deal where it was like popcorn and 2 drinks. So we got popcorn and 2 Cokes.
Yeah.
How much?
Fuck, like
I don't think the food was that bad. Like when I look at the price of the food
So you
and
had
what we got,
2 pints, a hot dog, nachos, and popcorn.
40, 50 quid, like.
I'd say
It's like
about
50
50 quid.
It's not.
But I don't think that's that bad.
That's not too bad. Like.
Because like when you think about it, like if we'd have went and just got like tickets and a drink or tickets and popcorn,
Yeah, with the
It
food
was a
alone was
proper-
50.
no, altogether.
Oh, altogether? Fuck, that is good.
No, the food was 50 and the
Oh.
tickets were 28.
So
Oh, right.
aye.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So,
So all in all, it was 80 quid.
Yeah.
Steering off the cinema. Like.
thoughts though.
Like I think if any time we do go to the
But
cinema,
they can
you
get
always spend
proper,
40
like,
quid
they can
anyway.
get burgers and all.
Yeah.
So like you go in, and it's weird as well because we went in and like thinking, all right, we'll get our we bought the tickets. There's like a machine outside,
Yeah.
and then went in, and they just ask you your tickets, and you go down straight to the cinema.
Yeah.
Where I thought you'd go up and order everything. They come to your seat, take your order, bring it all down to you.
That's
Is
it.
that not really
That's cool.
distracting whenever you're trying to watch a movie and there's like loads of people
No,
walking
they
in
do
the
it before
food?
the film starts. Like
Oh, do they?
That's
straight
cool.
down. And it was quite like 5 minutes. Food was there, like
Fuck.
because we
Fair
just
play.
ordered and they came down and they were carrying food and we were like, was that our food already?
And can you like sit around for a drink after or anything, or
Well, it's a
Just sorta-
proper bar. I think you could probably go in and have a drink. Like
and not even go to the cinema?
I don't know, but it
So-
seems set up that way. Like.
Yeah.
Thing is,
That's
right?
good, though.
The only thing I didn't like was it's dark and you're sitting there trying to eat a plate of nachos, like,
Yeah.
and you can't really see.
A burger'd be messy. Like you'd
Yeah.
be
You
thinking you
can't
were
really
getting on
see.
well.
You get nachos in a normal cinema though.
I know, but like it was like pulled pork and all in them, and I'm like, where's the pulled pork? Can't see it.
Ooh.
Once-
It's like being
But you
in a
don't see it
submarine.
with the screen light, with the light on the screen. Was there not like a wee lumper
It's
in
proper
beside
dark.
you?
They turn them off when the film comes on. Like.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
That's the
No,
only.
Mm.
All in all, I was expecting you to be like, holy fuck at the tickets, but then I suppose.
Nah. See, I've literally just went on there and price going to see The Flash
damn.
tonight in Ballymena IMC, and it's an adult galactic. Like it's on in the Galactic. An adult Galactic is £10.
Yeah.
Like so, to be
Extra
honest with
covered.
you, like if you were saying it was £28 each, I'd be like, that's a rip. But like to be honest with you, if it's 15 quid, like most cinemas now have like the big IMC screens or something, which are
Yeah.
like nearly 13 quid. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad. And to be honest with you, for a date night, that's pretty good.
That
Like, 'cause
was
you-
good. Like,
yeah, like you've actually had an experience.
would recommend. You wouldn't be going there every week, like, but
No.
it's good. Like.
But some, like, I suppose it has that sort of comfort, like home comforts in it, you know, where you're lying down.
I would,
So it gets to the
but I
point where you're sort of like, I could just be lying in bed doing this in the same sort of comfort.
Don't know.
Just stick on the IPTV, get the new movies there.
Don't
Okay.
don't convict.
Knock knock.
If you
Yourself,
have a
police,
IPTV.
jail time. I think so.
What was I going to say? Were you like, was it proper lounge seats?
It was like the only thing I didn't like was the sofa was nice and it had a wee like footstool. It wasn't like a recliner, but like when you go to the movie house in Cityside, it's a proper recliner,
Yeah.
more comfortable. I would
The
say.
thing
really?
is, though, I couldn't imagine going back in a recliner in a cinema
Oh,
and then
man,
going,
that's
"Oh, here,
awful.
where's my burger?"
Yeah,
Ah.
Do it, like, do you know what I mean?
it was good experience. Like, but then at the same time, it's like if you wanted to have a few drinks, like you're going in and out, like they don't come in.
Oh, they don't come back in?
No,
Yeah,
Aye.
right.
so
Yeah, that's kind of shit then.
but like
But then I suppose they can't really, like, you'd be fucking
realistically,
distracting everyone.
yeah.
like.
You
So-
wouldn't have that like a show, like a Broadway or a pantomime or something. Like you wouldn't have people coming in and you
wouldn't.
go out if you're looking to
Yeah,
drink or
It's
something
the same
else.
as any other cinema, like,
Yeah.
but it was good.
It looks
It's
sounds like
proper
you had a good
lethal
experience.
inside, like it's
Yeah.
so nice. Like.
Them seats are bound to be get
Even the
stinking
toilets,
though.
the toilets are just like fucking like a hotel. Like.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Them seats are bound to get stinking though, the amount of food's built
Oh,
on
they're
them.
like suede and all.
Oh, this time next year, hey, that place will be pegging there. There'll be stains everywhere, and some of it might not be
I
food.
just
Like.
feel like it could be in a nicer location, though.
Mm.
The Castle Court.
At
Like.
least put in Victoria Square, like.
But to be
Yeah.
fair, it's like probably wanting to try and get more people about like Belfast area.
Is
like,
it not dodgy feeling whenever you walk out of there, like late enough, and all the shops are closed and shit?
It's not.
We went during the day.
Oh, right.
It's not bad. It's not the worst you could be in. Like,
Look, it's not that dodgy.
Like, it's not
Don't have
dodgy,
all
you
the
know?
wee skits and all hanging about that time. like.
skits anywhere.
It's
like.
not fucking Gotham City.
Ah, but you know, whenever kids
yeah.
find it like an unsupervised place at that time of night, they'll go inside for shelter. Like.
Oh, we weren't there early enough to give my opinion
I
on
wouldn't
that.
be messing with Tommy. Hey, he's just he'll come out.
just
Lads,
had
do you
a
know
pint
I
I
of
just
just had a fucking Guinness in
I've
there.
just
What are
had,
you going to do
I've just
about
had
it?
a Guinness, nachos, and Coke, and I've just watched The Flash. Tommy be straight up
Ready
City
to
Centre.
go,
and That's
Get
cool.
the fuck out of
No,
here.
yeah, that's good. Like,
Yeah.
I like it. me and you were, speaking of experiences, me and you were at Sam Fender the other day. Pished down.
Was
You
it
see-
wet?
was it
my
wet?
God.
Was it?
Was it wet?
rained.
Did it rain here?
It rained.
Lad,
It was pissing it down.
What day was that?
Friday.
Friday.
Didn't
Lad,
rain in Katie on Friday.
I
Fuck,
am,
wish Sam Fender played in Katie.
Fuck's sake, you
I
should
am,
have had
I
enough
am not
great
joking,
weather.
right? So I came here straight after work. I was up here about 6. You were straight down the stairs. We went to Students' Union, had a few pints, then walked over, stood at the bar, went for a pee, stood at the bar,
Jesus.
grand. Literally every single one of them things, no rain.
Yeah.
As soon as Sam Fender arrived on stage, it was as if someone turned around and went,
Is he having
Shower on.
God just went piss.
and the
for a piss, like.
first 10 minutes was grand. My hair and all was obviously wet, but like then it actually started seeping through like the seams of my coat, and like it was terrible. Like, it was
Uncomfortable,
so wet.
It was raining.
And then afterwards trying to leave, what was like, it was so glory.
Was it muddy?
Oh my
Yeah.
word, it was
Was it-
pegging.
or
My
was it
shoes
on
are still
part- on
outside.
part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there was this big massive like puddle at the outside, and we
Oh
were
my
like
God.
walking around it, and these
Muddy
people
puddles.
started
They
like,
were fucking replaying
there was like a
it, it was
paddling pool.
Oh my god.
people started running through it and jumping in it.
I think I would have done that if I was there. Like.
Holy
I'd
fuck.
like
was
straight through the
mad.
middle of it. Like. Mouth open. Yeah.
So,
What the fuck?
yeah, but it was good. Sam Fender was good. Like
Crowd
obviously,
was shit.
Tommy was giving
Oh
out
my
some
God.
crowd
stats
was shit.
It was
afterwards.
such shit atmosphere, like.
Was it? Why?
You
Because the
could
rain
just
or
tell
just
half the people didn't know who he was, like.
not as well as you.
I can know,
You're
but like,
Yeah.
Sam, we're connected.
You don't know Sam like he does.
it's not that.
That is that,
It's
isn't
like-
it?
It's like he was playing good, like some of his best songs at the start, like, and nobody seemed to really know what they
Yeah.
were, like. And then,
Yeah.
what was the difference at the start? When he's playing like Dead Boys and all, like the songs that fucking he up and coming made him basically, like.
Yeah.
And then 17 going under at the end. The
Yeah,
difference was
everybody went
absolutely
mad.
ridiculous.
Like
like.
we were like in the middle, and then we started like as soon as he started playing, we were just looking around, and the crack was dead, and we were like, right, I'm on up. So we like scooted up a wee bit, like just before, you know the way they have the main bit with the cameras and stuff, like they have the stage, and then they've
Circle?
got like the podium
Oh, yeah.
in the like middle of the crowd, like towards the back. We went up maybe a couple of feet in front of there, and it was a little bit better. But then like as the night went on, you could just tell people had lost interest.
Follow wee ones as well, like.
Was it Balsonic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh fuck. Yeah.
The difference between it and Dublin, like.
probably. Yeah,
But then I don't know if it's just because it's open,
yeah.
Mm.
but it just the atmosphere wasn't as good, like.
Yeah.
I think you could tell by him as well, like.
Was he not like that?
Tommy knew. Email.
I know,
with him
but like
afterwards.
you
He's-
can tell
he is
when they're a
connected.
bit like fucking this is
Emotionally.
shit, like.
Tommy looked at me halfway during it and was like, I can just tell Sam's not enjoying this.
Sam's not having
But to
fun
be
with
fair,
us.
we were chatting about
Sam's not having fun.
after,
I'm not
Yeah.
having fun.
and we were chatting about after, and he's saying, "Oh, he's do the podcast, whatever." And then he was like, "Oh, I don't think he was up for it, was he?" And I was just like, "The crowd was shite," like, and he was like, "I know." And he'd
Yeah.
been to Dublin as well, and he was like, "It was so much better." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
What about the girl, the Students' Union? Hey,
Oh my god,
You
we're
missed
also,
this.
we're also so raging.
I wasn't raging.
He was
I'm
absolutely
gonna put
fuming. Hey,
Tommy.
Why?
you want to see
Tommy.
the face on him? Like?
Tommy made like most things. He just goes, "Oh, you're raging. Hey,
is
you're
fu-
pure rage."
He is
So
fuming. Hey,
I did not give two flying
he
shits.
is like,
She
fuck.
offended
So
you?
we were standing, we were sitting at the table, me and him sitting chatting away, and the next minute this girl came over. I like me, like so. We were sitting. Thomas was directly in front of me at the table, and he was facing like most of the room, and I was facing. I had my back to him.
Excuses.
But like, I don't care. But like, this girl came over and she was like, "Do you do that podcast?" And Tommy was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh my god!" Like I watch you. Like you're all like it's so good and all. And he was like, "Ah, cheers." She was like, "This may sound really shit, but can I get a photo of you?" Tommy was like, "Yeah." She hadn't even.
did she
looked,
not see you?
She hadn't even looked in my general direction.
she looked
And
at
I
him,
was
she
just
asked
sta-
him to take the photo,
And
and
I
he was like, "No."
and I was standing
And
there.
he's like, "Not a fucking chance."
Absolutely not. I was standing and I was literally just supping away at my drink, and the next minute she like took a selfie with him. I was like, "Grant," and the next minute I was so pissed off at you.
No, our
because
friend came over
our
as
friend
well,
came
and
over
she's
and
like,
was like,
"Oh, my
"Oh my-"
friend really loves it as well." They were like chatting and all, and then
He
they were like,
turns around and
pure
goes-
chatting to me, and then I was like, "He does the podcast as well," and he was just like, "Oh well." He was like, "Do you not want a photo of me?"
No,
and
I
was like,
no,
"Oh,"
I
and then-
never
Oh,
said.
that's
And
so
then I got
awkward.
someone
Lad.
to take it.
Lad,
Did she take a photo of you as well?
Yeah,
The
I was
other
like,
girl-
"Oh, he does the podcast as well." And they're like, "Oh, we'll get an off
instead
photo."
of no, what happened was
I would have just left, man. Got a drink at that
she
point.
came
like.
over. She came over. She was really nice. She came over. And she
I
done
do know
all
someone
that.
talking to you.
She done all like, oh, you do the podcast and all. Thomas is obviously really nice to her. And then she took a selfie with Tommy. And then I think once the other girl realized that she'd come over, the other girl sort of plucked up the courage to like come over and be like, oh, I watch it too. And Tommy just went, he does it too. And then they both looked at me, and I was just standing there going like, hello. And they were like, and then the girl goes, oh yeah, oh, can we get a photo? And like she stood beside, I was like, grand. But afterwards I looked at him, I was like, why did you even open your mouth? Like I'd have been happy to fly under the radar. Like.
Sitting there coughing, and I was like,
Yeah. And then Tommy was like, you're pure rage. And I was like, yeah, no.
Fuming, eh?
"He's fuming." Hey, it's awkward. Like,
And
Well,
shout out
Get
to
him
the
next
girl.
time.
Shout out to the girl who noticed us in Tenerife. That was a strange experience.
we're fucking
Cool.
famous. I
Cool.
think it's
Him
just
all over the
but
world.
globally known. Like,
She was like,
she
you
wasn't
stole my da phone and you do that podcast. I was like, well, there's
she was just looking at
Robbed him.
looking at it. Like.
you get my dad an upgrade. Yeah, it was cool. There's nothing else really to report apart from back from the Stag.
Stag done.
And then
Time for bed.
Sam Fender. I think I'd said to you before we started the podcast, because obviously Bill Sonic's been on, but also people have been obviously at Glastonbury.
Mhm.
What about
Glastonbury.
Capaldi, hey?
Oh,
Very bad for me.
Oh.
oh,
See, he released a statement today.
yeah, I feel bad for him.
He's
Like,
taking a break, isn't he?
It's mixed reviews, hey? We
Where?
were chatting about it in work, like, and some people were like, it's a fucking joke, like. They were like, if
Oh,
that
you
was
mean-
You
anyone
can't
else.
blame him for it. Like.
you can't.
I know, but like, it's just like,
What? It's just like what?
It's sort of
Just
just
stop
like-
your threats.
I know that, but like, it's
You
just.
see that thing that you can't control? Can you stop
Just
it?
fucking control it, man.
This is
I don't
annoying
mean
me.
it like
Control
that, but
it.
like at the same time, like we were chatting about it today, and they're like saying about people cancelling gigs. Like
Mhm.
he's obviously meant to, I think he's meant to be playing Dublin or something,
Yeah.
and like things like that. It's like people are booking hotels and shit. Like it seems to be such a more common thing now. Like
'Cause-
obviously, understandably so, he's cancelled whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but it's happened more and more. Like it happened with Sam Fender a
Yeah,
couple of times.
Sam
like,
Fender's done that a couple of times.
and it's like,
Yeah.
but it's like fair enough. Like if you were going to Belfast and you live in Belfast, but like there's ones go to Dublin, book a hotel,
Yeah.
and then no, that was it. Someone in work was on about it, and they were like, "Oh, one of my friends was going to the Arctic Monkeys in Dublin and booked a hotel and all, and they cancelled the gig before Glastonbury
Yeah.
because the lead singer was sick or whatever."
Yeah.
I seen a
But
whole-
like she'd paid for the hotel, so they ended up having to just go down and stay. Like,
the worst part of
Mm.
it, the worst part of that stuff is, have you seen them TikToks like from America and all, where like when to see country and western singers, and that they'll get there and they'll all be pure buzzed, and then the next minute on the screens it'll just come up and go like, apologies for any inconvenience, but such and such just took ill and will be unable, please make your way towards the exit, and like a fashion
be
event, like
sick.
they've literally cancelled it while everybody's in the venue.
You'd
like.
be sick.
That's madness. Like, but like, fair play to him, to be fair. Like,
It does actually seem like a more common thing now.
Yeah.
It does seem to be happening a lot more.
I'm not having to dig at Lewis
No.
Capaldi, but like it just seems like that
Yeah.
man with that. Sure, I was like, you remember George Adler played there with a broken leg like a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
He just sat on the seat, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just now it's just like, oh, sorry, I have to take a break. Like, it's,
Musicians don't
Yeah.
care as much.
I suppose though, from his position, obviously, like, I know you're not having to go at Lewis Capaldi, but like at the same time, from his perspective, like I did watch the end of the set, and he
What
did look
happened,
like
though?
he just like, you could
was
tell.
it
he-
just the end that
You could tell
happened?
his voice was pure gone. But like, to be fair, the way he sings demands a lot of like, he's pretty much like shouting.
Yeah.
Like he's got a good voice, but like at the same time, I would say once it goes, and trying to do that for an hour and a half would be quite tiring. But then you could see towards the end he was like ticking.
Yeah.
And I would say the fact that like, I'm no expert in this, by the way, but like I would say the fact that like he probably lost his voice, he probably felt the pressure, and I think whenever you get under pressure, people tend to tick more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like the crowd were obviously like spurring him on and all, but I would say afterwards he was probably deflated, because Glastonbury's a big deal.
That's like
Yeah.
the pinnacle. Like.
yeah.
But like,
And
did
to
he
not
do
be
the
able to
whole
come-
set?
Yeah, I think it
just
was
towards
literally
the end?
Yeah.
Shit show, like.
But
you seen he was going to try and hit the big notes, and he just started
it's just
singing and shit. Like he couldn't hold himself up to the mic, like,
yeah.
so it wasn't
It's
happening.
heartbreaking.
Like.
It is sad, like.
But taking a break. But I'd asked you before we end the podcast, like, if you could have If you could do one day at a festival, what lineup would you pick from like morning to night? Like, how would you start the day and how would you close off? I already know you're gonna. Fred again's gonna be in there somewhere, but tell me.
How many support acts? So?
I would do like 4. Like, say you wake up, you have a morning act, 2 afternoon, 1 evening
morning
to close.
act's a bad one. Like.
But you want something chill. I was
I'm
trying to
trying
think
to think of a
morning
good
act.
morning one. I'm gonna think.
I think I know what the evening ones would be, but the morning you probably want something chill, like maybe a wee bit of Paolo Nutini or something like that. Like. Not a massive fan of him, but who's like slow?
The XX is good.
That's a bit depressing.
Who?
That, like.
The XX is good. Like
Who the fuck's
they've good.
Maybe
They're-
like Celine
they're bad.
Dion or
Oh
something.
my
like
Maybe
that,
like
like.
the 1975 or someone like maybe a bit of Ed Sheeran
Yeah.
morning. Like.
You see
That
she
shit.
and Todd on fucking
What?
doing that gig the other day, and they're all like, "Oh, I've got a tattoo of the 1975." He kept going, "Oh, you've got a tattoo from that band that they sing smells like chocolate."
Yeah, I've seen that.
Good set.
I'm trying to think of what else. Like a morning's a tough one, like
Yeah.
because you obviously not gonna pick a massive name, like
Maybe a wee bit of
says me saying Ed Sheeran, like but like
Dolly Parton or something.
Dolly Parton,
Dolly Parton.
A wee bit of Dolly to get you going. Like. Hey, get up Dolly Parton in the morning. Like.
Dermot Kennedy morning mightn't be bad. Like
Depressing enough.
I'd have Ryan McMullen in the morning
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I'd have Ryan McMullen in the morning.
to wake me up.
You'd have Ryan McMullen any time of the
Fucking
day.
They'd
hell.
probably be a good one, but he's never gonna do Glastonbury.
Ryan.
Never know. Could
I'm
happen.
surprised Shay didn't say Central Sea or something.
Ah, that was coming. That was later on. Like, you want me going Central Sea in the morning? Like.
Who's
I'd have
good?
Central
Arctic-
Sea, like,
Arctic Monkeys would be good.
You wouldn't play them in the morning though.
Play them afternoon.
We're morning. What's morning? Come to an
Ram.
agreement here. Don't know, like
who
it's
you
not a
having?
bad shirt, like, but
We can all have different ones. Like. Or do I have to make one?
What about Harry Styles in the morning? Hey,
no
Nah.
way. Too good.
but like,
He's
but
a
this is your
headliner.
ideal
He's a
day.
headliner.
With-
I'd have him in there, but not morning. Like
Right. Okay. Fair. So we're thinking morning. You're getting
You're
up.
gonna
You're
go
getting
on
in
Spotify
the.
here
You're
and
getting
trying
in
to
the mood. Hey. You're like, what am I saucing on the day? Oh, who's that in the main stage? Let's go run over and listen to them. Who is it? Say who pops
It's
your
Ryan.
head?
It's Ryan.
It's Ryan.
Ryan's there.
Ryan.
Who's yours?
George Ezra wouldn't be bad for the morning. Morning vibes, though.
Summery, you could just
Summery,
imagine being there, like you
Few
know,
beers in the morning.
sun's
just chilling,
out,
like.
a few ciders.
We'll go George Ezra morning, and
There you
then
go.
I would start the evening with. I had this all thought out, and so I went to shit.
I'd start the evening with Central Sea. And Dave, like fucking on with them. Oh,
I think I'd
Central
go
would be sick.
Fred again first.
Yeah.
Then I'd go
Fred again to start off with in the
Fred
morning.
again to start. No, morning.
All right. Morning.
George Ezra.
George. Right. Okay.
Are you even listening? Like?
No, you've changed your
Right, this
mind.
is it. Morning, George Ezra. First act. Fred again.
Nice.
Get the vibes going.
can they be dead?
And
No.
then second, I would have
Fuck's sake.
Sam Fender.
Yeah.
Then I'd have the Killers.
Nice.
Mhm.
Then headlining Oasis.
Mine's so
reunited.
random. Like.
Reunite it for Tommy.
Done.
And you'd be standing there holding hands with Sam Fender. Like, do you not just love
Like,
this,
Sam,
Sam?
this is beautiful. Sorry about Belfast.
Yeah. What about you? Hey.
Trash crowd, like.
I'd have Ryan McMullen in the morning, then
That's the
followed
way
by
you
a
call
bit
him
of
around. Like, you're right.
Central Sea. I said Ryan McMullen there.
Oh, no.
A bit of Central Sea in the middle of the day, followed by. I think I'd end it with Eminem.
Fair.
Who would have in between? I would have said X. XX Tentacion if he was alive.
We'll
Like.
go with it. Hey.
I'm
We'll
going
roll
with that.
it,
Like. That would be
Bring him
You're
back.
going proper
bring him back. Like.
rap, like.
And then I'd like to have the Kid Leroy in there as well.
Oh, that's a good shit.
That'd be unreal. Maybe midday. Like.
He'd be like a
He'd be
good,
a good
start,
vibe starter,
like
like.
first one. Like.
Mm,
He'd be good, like.
he'd get you going.
Play a
Like.
few of the hits, like.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Like. Good sing along. Like. What about you? Give us
I
your
think I know who said
I don't know.
headlining fucking midday on finishing.
Mumford and Sons.
Mumford and Sons.
I'd have Margaret.
and Sons open, then Marcus Mumford second.
All day, sons. All day. Who would have in the morning? I probably would have someone like. Don't know. I like getting the vibes going in the morning. Like.
Snoop Dogg would be an all
Don't
good
know.
morning one.
Maybe,
Like
like.
chill morning. Like.
I just don't know enough of the
One,
songs.
two, 3 into the
You would probably have like that. Like who played the the Super Bowl lineup last year. Like. Eminem,
Dre,
Snoop,
Missy
Kendrick
Elliott.
Lamar. Like.
Yeah.
That would be a sick one to start off with. I don't know.
All them in one. Like.
Fred again would definitely be probably in the middle. Like yeah, get the vibes going. Definitely would have Mumford and Sons at the end. Like. Definitely. I actually would.
Not sick of them.
I'm heading home at that
Never.
point. Like,
I'm a tad sleep.
To be fair, looking at it, I would probably have like, I don't know, like 1975 or something in the morning would be cool. It would be vibey. Like. I always listen to them. And so
I throw Harry Styles in
yeah,
there. He's class.
I would have Harry Styles in somewhere probably in the middle. I would also quite like to go see Tyler the Creator. I think he would be sick. And I'll probably finish with Fred again.
Seriously?
I would finish with Fred again. Look.
I don't know. Hey, that's a big shout, man.
What?
Fred again headline.
Just because.
Is he there yet? I don't think so.
he not ready for
He's
this.
not ready.
You're not ready.
schmuck.
Who would you pick if you're listening? Who would
He
your
needs a
perfect
couple-
lineup
he
be?
needs a
Like?
couple more seasons, I
Who
think,
would
before he's
your
on the first
perfect
team.
lineup be? Let us know.
Get him into the use.
But anyway, we'll wrap it up there. Pleasure being back, and we have a couple of guest podcasts lined up. So
Do what?
get
What?
yeah, we do. We have guests lined up. We just don't have dates for them yet.
More
Patience.
podcast.
Patience. So if we can't get them lined
It's
up,
like the submarine story all over again.
you're stuck with us for another while.
We about to implode.
I think so. Like. That's going to be the last one for a while.
We're sinking, boys. We're
Good
sinking. He's about to go bang.
But anyway, here, thanks very much for listening. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.